Hello everyone. So this is day 11. Feeling pretty damn good. You guys want to check? Go ahead. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Looks gross. The steri strip fell off. There's where my beginning of my scars started. Blah, 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 blah. Runs up to the tricep. Big whoop. Scars. Pretty manly. So I'm going to go over 3 tips that I suggest you guys take, because I'm not really looking to sell my information to anybody like some people try to do when it comes to injuries and surgeries and shit. And, you know, I'm trying to help people. So, like I said, any questions you got, shoot me a line. I'm always on YouTube, so, especially now. But, tip number 1, after your surgery, do not lift a fucking thing. I don't care how good you feel. The doctor explained it to me like this. That subcutaneous transposition, where he places the new nerve, is only held in by 2 stitches or 2-3 stitches. So if you start, you know, playing catch or feeling like you're on top of the world and you go to do something strenuous, you could potentially pop that unmatured tissue. So let it mature. Get the okay from him. My doctor told me this. He said that this arm is his until I'm allowed to have it back. Completely cool with that, because I don't want anything happening to it. Number 2, make sure your surgeon's a good surgeon. My surgeon was one of the top 10 upper extremity specialists in New York City. So, you know, and he came from Winthrop Hospital. So when that comes down to it, I'm sorry, not New York City, New York. When it comes down to it, make sure that whoever's doing the surgery knows what the fuck they're doing. They've invested plenty of time in it, and they've done it before. 3, don't wait too long. You know, he spoke to me yesterday. He actually showed me a picture of it, and I wish I could have had the picture. I should have asked him for it, but I was just eager to get in and get out, honestly. But he said when a surgeon usually goes into that cubital tunnel, the nerve usually looks like, if you were familiar with pasta, he told me it would look like a piece of capellini, about that thickness. He said mine was flat, like a piece of linguine, like a piece of extra thick linguine, and he said it needed to be moved. It was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have it in my right arm also. I don't know if I told you guys that, but it's asymptomatic as of now. So when it starts becoming symptomatic, you know I'm going to get that surgery. There's no question about that. I'll have no problem getting it. The recovery, it wasn't that bad, but he told me, he said I'm lucky that I got my feeling back, and I got my, you know, and the tingling's gone and everything, because sometimes the results aren't that good when you wait as long as I did. So he said, we're not going to wait that long next time. So yeah, that was that. And then there was another thing. Don't take any supplements the week of, or like a week to 2 weeks of your surgery. I've seen videos on here of people posting up how they got back into their activities after a month. Let me tell you something. That's good and dandy. Everybody's different, but that's kind of fucking reckless. Because for the first 10 days or so, you should be keeping that arm elevated on a pillow. After that, you should be playing dead arm, like you don't even have an arm. Just let it, you know, rest, do its thing. A month, in my personal opinion, isn't enough time to let something like this heal. This is a major surgery. When you see something like this, an incision like this, shit got done. So, you know, it's a big deal. So don't go back too soon. Another thing is, I work at a grocery store right now as I'm in college, and I gotta lift these stupid ass fucking Poland Spring boxes every day, like 40 of them, onto the, you know, to the hand trucks and stuff like that, and they have 6 gallons of water in each one. I can't go back to that shit now. I gotta find a fucking job. So while I'm out for 10 weeks, you know, recovering, I'm gonna be looking for a desk job. And bet your ass I'm gonna find one, because honestly I am not going back to anything that has to do with strenuous lifting. So if you do this, keep that in mind. If you're working at a shitty job like that, this is not gonna go hand in hand. I mean, I asked him, I said, listen, months down the line, will I undo what you did if I go back to work? He said it shouldn't happen, but I'm not taking that chance. Because honestly, he looked me in the eye and I could kind of see it in his facial expression that it was no good. I should just, you know, find a new job. So if you're in a shitty position where you got to work a job like that, you know, worst case scenario, try to get disability until you're done with everything. Me, unfortunately, I couldn't. You know, that's just the luck of the draw, but that's just, you know, a whole other thing. Just make sure you're stable. I worked for a good 3 months through the pain to save up enough money that I can just chill on the side now, while my parents kind of helped me through, and supply me with food here and there and stuff like that. But all I got to do is lie in bed, so it's not really a big deal. And that's pretty much that. Honestly, I can't really say anything else. I'm feeling pretty good. If I extend the arm all the way, it hurts. So I'm using that as an indicator right now. It's going to be night and day. They said one day I'm just going to wake up and it's going to feel great, and I'll be able to move my arm all the way. But for right now, I'm extending it slowly, contracting it slowly, and I'm just sleeping, watching tons of YouTube and Netflix and whatever I can, do, because I can't leave the house for anything really, because I can't drive. So that's that. But you guys have any questions, you know where to find me.